Hey guys, how's it going tonight? Scary stories here. So I found two interesting articles that I thought would be fun to share with you. They're from a tabloid, Weekly World News, a pillar of journalistic integrity. But yeah, they're fun. They come from an old issue, January 17th, 1989. And like I said in my last video, I did want to do more stories on aliens. So how fitting that we find this one. Cannibals 8-6 Space Aliens. Whew. I know, right? Apparently this happened back in 1936, and they kept it a secret from us. I didn't even know that aliens were real. Well, anyways, we'll dive into the article and you can see for yourself what happened. I hope you enjoy. South American cannibals murdered and ate 6 space aliens who came to Earth on a mission of peace back in 1936. And this article comes from Reagan Dunn. So that's the word from Swiss anthropologist Fritz Grieder, who actually spoke with an elderly tribesman who dined on one of the extraterrestrials 53 years ago. It's a fantastic story, but one I'm convinced is true, Dr. Grieder told reporters in Zurich, Switzerland. The cannibal chief I spoke with is almost 100 years old, but his mind and memory are sharp as ever. He clearly recalled the arrival of the aliens in a silver starship back in 1936. He also recalled that the creatures were killed and eaten because they behaved strangely. He said that the extraterrestrials tasted like frog legs or fish, but humans, he told Grieder, taste like pork. Grieder claims to have met the cannibal chief while studying tribal life in the jungles of Brazil late last year. The incredible story came to light after the old men warmed up to the scientists during their long conversations on the tribe's history. The chief told Dr. Grieder he had a secret to share, and then proceeded to describe the bizarre alien encounter that had unfolded 53 years ago. He told me that the aliens arrived during a time of terrible tribal warfare, said Dr. Grieder. He said that they were no bigger than children, but that their flesh was a deep, rich green color. They spoke to the tribesmen in their own jungle language, and they insisted that they came to Earth on a mission of peace. They got along well with the tribesmen for about a day or two, but then the cannibals became suspicious and ate them after they were caught examining a child. Dr. Grieder said he inquired about the extraterrestrial starship and got a strange reply. The old chief told him that it glowed a bright white color and then vanished a few hours after the extraterrestrials were killed. The expert plans to publish a full scientific report on the ill-fated close encounter later this year. I'm sure that the cannibal chief's story's accurate, he said, and it really is a shame. These guys felt so guilty about what they had done, and that's why they kept it a secret all these years. Frog legs, huh? I can't say I've ever tried frog legs. I've seen them at buffets, but they always kind of freak me out. I can't believe we were visited by aliens so long ago and, nobody talks about it. That's crazy. But yeah, it reminds me of, it's not the Rothschild guy, but I think it was some missionary dude who wanted to go spread the word of God or Christianity or whatever to that isolated cannibal island. It was like one of the most remote islands you're not allowed to go to. It's on all those YouTube lists. And he kept going day after day to the island to try and get close enough. And they just kept firing arrows back at him. And then I think one day he told the boat that drove him there, or swam him there, whatever a boat does. He's like, when I get in the water, you guys go away, because that's probably why they're shooting at me, because they're intimidated by this big boat. And so they dropped him off, and when they went back to go get him later that day or the next day or something like that, he was dead. They ate him, apparently. But also, I could be completely misremembering that, and I just made this story up, so I don't know. But if you search, like, Cannibal Island, most isolated place you shouldn't go, I think Mr. Ballin did a video on it, or one of those guys. Anyways, that's my little cannibal ramble. But yeah, I also found another article that I thought would fit quite well into this video for you. And it's called "The Vulture People of Africa Eat Their Own Dead." Sounds really scary, right? And I just want to quickly say that this is all intended for fun. I have a lot of fun reading these articles, and I'm not trying to, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. It's not meant to offend anybody, so I'm not going to say that very often. I kind of want you to be able to listen to these videos and not have to hear me say that all the time. Anyways, let's get into the next one. The photo says, "Bizarre cannibals copy the vultures, famous for eating dead carcasses." So, the vulture people of Africa have a shocking habit. They eat their own dead. It sounds barbaric, but they really are a kind and loving people, anthropologist Rolf Dickers told the reporters in Amsterdam. Their cannibalism is limited to the bodies of the dead. They wouldn't eat a missionary, for instance, or a scientist like me. Dr. Dickers said he discovered the strange tribe while studying primitive people in the jungles of Nigeria last fall. He instantly realized that they had an affection for vultures because tribal elders wore headdresses made of the feathers plucked from the bodies of these buzzards. But it wasn't until an old woman died, he continued, that the extent of their respect for the scavengers became known. According to Dickers, the woman's body was anointed in special oils and smeared with a pungent red sauce. It was then cooked over a fire and picked apart by the tribesmen, who ate the woman's flesh, much like vultures would in the wild. There was nothing crazed or savage about the ritual eating of flesh, said Dickers. The tribesmen were very well-mannered, almost reverent. And they told me they believe the souls of the dead are condemned to eternal hellfire unless their flesh is eaten by their friends. Those that are eaten are said to live forever. As the vulture people say, we take care of our own. Dr. Dickers said the tribe, which numbered around 50, probably eat no more than 5 or 6 people a year. He also said he believes their strange ritual is unique in all of the world. Their beliefs may seem revolting to you, but when you think about it, they're really quite touching, said the expert. They care so deeply for their friends and relatives that they're willing to eat them. I think the world could use a little more of that kind of love. We certainly don't need any more hate. Yeah, well, I think that's true. I think we could use a little more love. I think there's a lot of people are quick to hate right now. A lot of people are always angry. You look at Twitter, you say one thing out of line, and then people are jumping over each other to try and ruin your life. Like I said, I thought these were fun, and that's kind of the whole point of these videos I want to do. I just want to tell goofy stories, spooky stories, creepy stories, and hopefully a couple of you will enjoy them. But cannibals, huh? I've seen Cannibal Holocaust, and I've seen clips from that Green Inferno movie, whatever it's called. Yeah, intense. I'd believe they'd eat aliens. Not all of them, obviously. I'm sure there's some nice cannibals out there, but apparently they felt bad about it, and that's why they kept it a secret from us. So, makes sense to me. But yeah, we'll cut it there for now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe give it a like. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. And if you really liked this video, maybe watch another one. You can like it or dislike it or something. I don't know. Whatever you want. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a good night. Bye for now.